because I just ended that live. It was too long. Is anyone watching? So that I start telling you stories of my past. I think I should start it as a thing. Dear Lord, today has drained me. Whew. My God. Let me get some water. Okay, story time. I think I've made up my mind. I'm going to start telling you stories about my past because I want you to understand that we've done a lot of good in life. We've not gotten a lot back, but I know maybe God has rewarded us because preferably some of us wouldn't be alive right now. So somehow maybe we keep cashing in on the good we do. And we've never stopped doing good. We still do it. Off camera, we do a lot of good. We just don't discuss much. But if you met people that have physically interacted with us, people that have lived in same communities with us, they would tell you, oh, that one, this, and because people are so good and they talk. So you cannot escape them. Now, I was gifted some mangoes today from a tree. Actually, I was told I can harvest them from a tree. They are so nice. I wanted to eat one while I tell you my stories. So before the other live ended, I was telling you the story of one of my stories. There was this border guy. He was young, not too young, but young. And this is how you're going to understand that when you do anything for people, expect nothing in return. Don't expect loyalty. Don't expect the same energy. Don't expect anything, because you will be disappointed. And that year is when I learned this, because that year I did so much for people. So much. You don't understand. I did so much that year. So let's start. There was this border guy. Nice guy. At least that's what I thought. So the first time he takes me around, he didn't know me. It took him up to 4 rides when I was buying things, you know. He saw that I was buying things, you know, expensively, things for construction. I was doing this, doing that, doing this. So at that time, I was talking to him. We were talking. I was interested in doing certain things. I wanted to build the community that I had moved to at the time. I badly wanted to develop them because they looked like they needed a lot of help. So I'd started my escapades of helping. So he tells me, that was the 4th ride. So he tells me his mother was sick, he needed help, blah, blah, blah. And I asked him, how much do you need to help your mother? Keep in mind, he has relatives on both sides. In Uganda, we live in extended family setting. You know, he has siblings older than him. He had other things going for him. This is someone I don't know, I'm not related to. Nonetheless, I'm like, okay, you know what? It's okay. Show me your mom. So I got to see the mom. She was laying down. She was not disabled in any way, but she looked ill. So he had asked for 70K. Obviously, I was under the notion. Sorry, I got a call. Also, I'm not comfortable eating the overripe mango. Anyway, I'm sorry about the disturbances. So let me tell my story right. So basically, this guy tells me my mother is sick, you know, this and this and this. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Let's go check her out. I go see her. Remember, I'm a stranger in this community. It's not like I have relatives in this community. I'm not from this community. So the guy, I'm like, okay. You know, one of the ways to get closer to people is by helping them. So, you know, this is someone I was using to take me about. I didn't want anyone depressed riding me, easily throw me into an accident. Nonetheless, I gave him 90,000. And then, of course, I also gave him his transportation cost, and we parted ways. It didn't stop there. He came back. He became so humble. This is how I'm going to tell you. Avoid people who act too humble. Every single time you are surrounded by people who do whatever you say, who are too humble, they are up to no good. Because the moment they get a chance, they will show you their true colors and you will be shocked. So I kept using the guy, I kept working with him, you know, not use by use, but, you know, working with him. I kept giving him jobs because I knew the money I'm paying him with is going to improve his life. So as time went on, it was a couple of weeks in, I don't know if it was a month or so, but it was not that long. He comes back to me and he tells me, you know what, madam? My son is sick. Keep in mind, these people in rural areas give birth at a very young age. I didn't over question. Children are a priority to society. We must take care of them. So I give him money, more money. Every time he asked for help, I offered. I didn't question him too much because at the time, now the second time I'd come to trust him, I knew the guy. He kept coming back. Fourth time, I got an accident. He's a border rider. He had gotten an accident. I need help. I need to treat my wounds. I need to pay back somebody. And the amount of money this time was a lot. Because now this time he wanted over 600,000. That's a lot. That's over $240 or $50. So I told him, let me give you half. So I give him the half. And then he comes to me again 3 days later. Now this time he didn't come alone. He came with other border riders, like 4 guys. They were threatening him. So apparently he had told them I'm the one, like I'm his boss or something. So I was responsible for his deaths. Can you imagine? So I pay the remaining money because he already had too many wounds. They were threatening to hurt him. I give him the rest of the money and he stays behind and they go. You know, he was like, oh, thank you, you've saved my life. Oh. I was like, it's okay. So I asked him what's going on. So he tells me the border that he had an accident with wasn't his. The owner needed it repaired, and that's the rest of the money. So now he was like, I paid off a loan on my own border. Hi, Afremo. So he was like, off on my own border. Follow the story. There is a twist to this story, and it's fucking crazy. So he's like, I paid off a loan on my border, and also because I've not been working, I'm injured. I haven't been able to clear. What was left on that loan was around, must have been 1.4 M. This time I reached out personally to the people he had taken the loan from, and they told me how much he owed them as balance. I paid off that loan. I paid off that fucking loan. I have people who are there with me, witnesses. The problem with me, every single time I've done things for people, I don't keep receipts like, oh, let me take a photo, let me take a screenshot of this. It is you and me, usually, that know what I did for you. People know, but they act like they are right or they're in the right when they are fucking me over. They know what I've done for them, but they pretend, they act as if I've never done shit for them, or they did shit for me, or they did this and this for me. And in my head, I'm like, you know the truth. And I don't know how to start keeping receipts. I think maybe I should learn to, but because I don't have, you know what? Now that I have a camera with more space, I think I should start taking people's pictures. Because people have over double-crossed me. Follow the story. The help didn't stop. I kept helping the guy. Even after paying the rest of his debt on that border, getting him out of God knows how much shit, helping his family, helping his friends, because other people were coming, not just him, but his story stands out because what he did to me, I will never forgive him. I will never forgive him. I let everything go, but the way he played or did me dirty, I didn't see that coming. I expected it from anyone else but him. Get this. I mean, time passed, right? Later, I was dating someone at the time. I introduced him to this person, and he would become our rider now. He would be both me and him. Rather, he's my guy's rider. So he would ride my guy on different journeys and stuff. I would never ask him, where did you take my guy? What did he do? I never asked those questions, you know? But out of loyalty, there are some things I never expected him to do, because it is me that was there for him when nobody else was. It was me that held him fucking down. Later, when my life was going crazy, I'd just had a miscarriage, my guy was cheating, he had cheated on me, I'd lost the fucking house, I'd lost everything. And when I went to confront my ex at the house, guess who I found carrying another bitch to the house for my ex? On the same border that I fucking paid for. That guy. When I broke up, or when when my relationship ended, this nigga kept going back to do shit for this guy, to carry other bitches. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with people. They have no loyalty, they have no standards whatsoever. This boy never once checked up on me when I was in the hospital dying. I was less than 15, 16 minutes away. He was busy riding the guy who put me in the hospital. He was busy hanging with this motherfucker's new bitch. He was busy doing everything but to fucking check on me, not even a phone call. That hurt me. That hurt me. That hurt me. But this guy had been at my beck and call, or I was at his beck and call for close to a fucking year, if not more. You know? Be careful with people. Be fucking careful with people. That's one of my stories. Didn't stop that. Even using the phone I bought him to call this bitch. To call. Can you imagine? But never to use the phone I bought him to call and check on me when I was dying in the hospital. The world is a crazy place. The world is a crazy place. I'm even blaming the wrong person. One day, I'll tell you the story of my ex, how he used me, how he took advantage of me. But because I'm always eager to help, people always use me. I've tried. Sometimes I even know I'm being used and taken advantage of, but I just help anyway. Let me tell you, it is a miracle that I still have trust. It is a miracle that I'm still helping people. With the way people have treated me in life, sometimes I talk to God and I say, I deserve better. I do deserve better. I have so many stories of my past, you people. And one day when I tell you those stories, you might be too in shock to see me in the same way again. Mm. People are shameless. People forget easily. People will turn you into a monster the minute you've been. I mean, when they don't see your purpose anymore in their lives. Hi, baby. What's up? Come. It's just a mango. I'm not eating anything you can eat. This is why these days you see me spending more time with animals, because there is no way this cat will betray me. No fucking way. You know, I don't know if you people watch my lives, but people have done me dirty. People have done me dirty. You people, sometimes I wonder, I haven't sinned too much. I haven't done so many things that are so bad that, you know. Oh, look, what's wrong with my cat? My cat is cool. This is my favorite creature, you know. But for real, man, people have done me dirty. And sometimes sometimes you think back and you're like, okay, do I deserve this? No, I don't. Have I done anything to deserve this shit? No, I haven't. Yet the shit just keeps rolling in, you know. That story that I was telling you about that man who, but most of you don't watch my lives all the time, so you can't relate, you know. Imagine someone abandons you at a young age and they show up when you're an adult and they'll cry and they want to be in your life just so they have someone to call whenever they need like money or some shit, just because now they're too old to fend for themselves. Like, are people okay? Are people okay? What do you expect? You expect me? I swear to God, I would feed my cat first. I would go buy a useless toy for my cat first before I did shit for you. Nah, I'm done. I'm too soft. Not anymore. You know? People are crazy. People are so fucking crazy. This man, I remember, let me tell you one of my most vivid stories. I went to a single sex school in primary. So I was at school one day. I got baptized when I was not young. I think it was a rebaptism, but I got baptized when I was in P3. Primary 3, you're a grown person. And what's funny, the funniest and saddest thing is when I was young, I had so much love for my dad, even with all the trauma and mistreatment. I loved that man. I loved that man. I remember waiting that day at school because for baptism, you needed both your parents, both of them to be there. I told myself, finally, this is the day he comes. He can't miss my baptism. I was young. I said, he cannot miss my baptism. He's gonna come. He's gonna come. He's gonna come. My dad is a very tall man. You cannot miss him. If you saw him, you would know, oh, that's so and so. Guys, my mother showed up, and I remember my father in baptism was one of my auntie's oldest sons, I think, second oldest. My auntie's son showed up for my baptism, but my father didn't fucking show up. He wasn't busy. He was not out of the country. He wasn't doing shit. I can guarantee you on that day, he must have been laying somewhere on a sofa or a couch with, I don't know, a cigarette in one hand. Because my auntie's son was staying in the same area with him. I know for sure everyone told him to come. And I know he refused. And I know he deliberately refused to come to be on my baptism. I still have those pictures to date, even as I speak. He's not in them. I don't have a single picture with my father on any of my special days. I don't have a single memory with this man. But the only memories I have of this man are when he's either torturing me or torturing me, actually, that's all. Those are the only memories I have of this man. Literally. I have no memory, not even sitting on the same table to have a meal with him. I don't have that. And this is the same person that has showed up 26 years later in my life, wanting a relationship. You guys, people play too much. Like for real, people play fucking too much. People play too much. You know? People play too much. I can't count the number of times I was in school, because I was in boarding school. I sat on every visitation day saying, today he'll come. Today he'll come. You don't understand. I wasn't even I didn't want him to give me anything. I just wanted him to show up. I just wanted the nigga to show up. Simply to show up. To show me that he loved me. That he acknowledged my existence. Do you understand what I'm saying? I remember the day I lost hope permanently. I must have been in Form 3. Form 3 was 2010. In 2010, I was in Senior 3. That was the day I lost hope because I was tired of waiting. I would call, and if he had my voice, he would either hang up or pretend he can't hear me. I remember when my Form 6 results came back, because I've always appeared in the newspapers in Uganda, they print newspapers out for brilliant students. Like if you perform so well, your name appears in the newspapers or your picture. So in Form 6, was it? No. The first time I tried reaching out was in Form 4, because I thought maybe, if actually one of the reasons I used to perform so well, I used to look to I wanted to be the best so much, because I knew this man read every newspaper that would come out. It was his thing. So I wanted him to see my picture in the newspapers. If he couldn't see me physically, I wanted him to see me in the newspapers. I wanted him to see my name somewhere, my picture somewhere. So I always did my absolute best. Hi, Mina. I replied you. How are you? And when he finally saw my name in my Form 4, that's in 2011, I remember getting my first phone call from him. And he told me, well done. And for the first time, that was the first compliment I ever got from my own father. The first good thing he has ever done for me was tell me thank you for, or rather, well done. Hi. And he promised me that day that he would send me, because in my country, Mina, I'm glad you're okay. In my country, when a child performs so well, education-wise, they are gifted. I remember him promising he would be sending me a gift. I don't remember anyone in my life that I did not tell this about. Hi, Hannah. How are you? Thanks for being on the live. Guys, the gift never came. You know what's funny? When I was younger, I don't remember a day I went to bed without crying. That's why sometimes I tell people, some of us we've worked so hard to be where we are. We've actually applied ourselves. We've done so much, you know? We've done so much to be here. We've worked, we've earned these things. We've put in the work, maybe by God's grace. But we've not had anyone push us or do shit for us. Because even the people that had once promised to do shit for us only betrayed and used us. So again, it comes back to God. It is God and maybe our hard work. So try not to fuck with some of us, because somehow I tend to tell myself I am God's favorite child. Because how do you explain me? There are so many stories about me. How do you explain me? You people don't know me. You see the Doreen from Doreen's African Experiences, but you don't know how hard some of us have pushed to be here, to have what we have. You know? This man had other children that he went and visited every fucking week or some shit. He bought these kids clothes, took care of them, paid for their education, did all that for them. But never once did he call. Never once did he reach out. And somehow, now that these children are adults, he has discovered that they are failures. I'm not saying they are failures, but fuck it. They're fucking failures. Mina, I'm okay. How are you? Where are you from, Mina? Guys, Mina, stop texting. How are you? I heard you. I'm okay. Are you okay? Where are you from? So after this man discovering that the children he bet his future on are fucking losing at life, he remembers, wait a minute, I have other 2 children out there somewhere. Let me reach out. Let me fake this stupid thing. Let me fucking fake with their mother and see if she will accept. You know, my mother is a chill woman. She doesn't hold grudges. Unlike my mother, I hold grudges. And I do not easily forgive. Actually, I can forgive within my heart, but not the person. I can talk to you, but I don't want to associate with you anymore. When I forgive, I move on. Reaches out to my mother. My mother told me for almost a year, your dad wants to talk to you. Your dad is looking for you. Your dad is looking for you. Blah, 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 blah. Your dad, your dad, your dad, your dad. I told her, Mother, tell that man not to call me. I don't want anything to do with that man. Recently, my family had a housewarming for our new family home. I forced myself to go and attend. And then I see this man who calls himself my father for the first time in over 20 years. He didn't change much, but he is now old. Mina from Bangladesh, greetings. We are from Africa, Uganda. So I looked at him, I said my piece, offered what I could offer, and I didn't create a scene, I didn't start no drama. It's unnecessary, nigga, I'm way past it. The number of documents I've filled in my life saying, when they ask me about my father, I say he died, are so many. Actually, I made peace with this a long time ago. If I'm laughing about it, what in the world? Mina, what is this game you are playing? Why do you want me to say your name? Mina, actor from Bangladesh. Greetings. So basically, learn to make peace with certain things and move on. And learn not to allow people who hurt you back in your life. Let these people fucking go away. You know, because when I attempted to pretend, every time this man spoke to me, he simply made me cry. I simply broke down every single time. Not on phone, I would go off the phone, I would be completely disoriented, I would be messed up. You know, my entire day would be messed up because now I'm wondering, why is a dead person talking to me? When you decide to be dead, stay dead. Stay dead. Don't fucking come no resurrection shit. Nobody wants a Jesus. We have one Jesus and that's enough. We don't need no additional Jesus. One Jesus is enough. Mina, have you subscribed to this channel? We are pushing for 8,000 subscribers. We should be there in 2 months. 1.5 actually. Guys, people do things to you, but everyone pays their price. It takes time, but nobody does revenge better than God. God's revenge is so fucking crazy, in that it would have you think, what is this? It would have you second guess yourself. It would have you wonder, you know? So not everyone that is actually suffering does not deserve to suffer. Some people deserve to suffer. Some people deserve to be in the situations they are in. Quote me right, I said some people. Some of these people, you know, when I met my ex, nigga was so broken. Nigga is broken. He was a literal psychopath. Me, Doreen, with the intentions of showing someone there are still good people out there, he ends up showing me why I found him broken to that extent. He showed me with evidence, with proof, that fuck you, you should have left me to suffer. You should have left me broken. You shouldn't have tried being a good person to me. This goes to show you, when people show themselves first time, believe them. When people's actions show you what these people are, believe them. We are grown. We are too grown for this nonsense. We are too grown for this. Every time you be thinking, oh, maybe someone will change, maybe someone has changed, you will be a living testimony of a broken fucking mind. Some of these people come into your life to destroy you from within. Some of these people do things to show you why you should have left them alone. Guys, it's getting dark. Let me finish cleaning my house. I guess today is the first time I'm not paying for cleanup. But yeah, thank you for watching my crazy stories. Maybe I'm going to tell you more stories. Actually, these stories are so fucking crazy that some of them are going to rub some people the wrong way. But then again, who cares? See ya when I see ya. Nice weekend, and once again, Mina from Bangladesh and Hannah and Efremo. It was nice having you on the live, and the rest of you who didn't tell me your names. Everyone that was on the live, thank you for watching. I love you. Yes. See ya. I should be live again tomorrow. I'm enjoying this. This is nice.